With all the live-action adaptations of some of our favorite animated films that are being made, doesn't it make you wonder how other cartoon animals would look in real life? Well, we decided to do the research so you don't have to. And we'll be honest, while some of what we discovered is good, like how cute the real-life Lady and the Tramp are, some of what we discovered ruined our childhoods a little bit. Spoiler alert, Squidward isn't actually a squid, and Arthur is downright terrifying. Number 1. Scooby Doo is one of the most classic cartoon animals there is, but he doesn't look like most of the cartoon dogs out there. Scooby Doo is a Great Dane, which explains his size. While real-life Great Danes may look intimidating, they're actually known for being loving, patient, and friendly with people. Another thing they're known for is being great guard dogs, which we think makes a Great Dane a good fit for a detective job. But we all know that Scooby Doo himself isn't exactly the guard dog type. Well, every dog's different after all. Scooby Doo! Number 2. Every squid is different too, but Squidward actually isn't one. Yep, despite his name, Squidward Tentacles of Spongebob Squarepants fame is not actually a squid. He's an octopus, though we can see why octopus word doesn't roll off the tongue quite as well.
It's funny because it's true!
According to creator Steven Hillenburg, Squidward is actually more like an octopus based on the unique shape of his head. But he's actually not quite an accurate description of this creature either, since he only has 6 tentacles. They didn't opt for all 8 tentacles when creating Squidward because fewer tentacles made him easier to animate. Well, from the easiest thing to animate to the most difficult and everything in between, we've got tons of videos about it all on the Things Animated, so be sure to like and subscribe for more. Number 3. Calling all Arthur fans. This series, following a certain glasses and sweater-clad aardvark, ran for a whopping 25 seasons from 1996 through 2022. Most of us don't hear much mention of aardvarks in day-to-day life, yet when you see an actual aardvark, yikes. Arthur had us thinking they looked a bit different, yet when he first appeared in 1976 in a book called Arthur's Nose, Arthur and his family looked way more like regular aardvarks with long snouts and claws. While we may have been in for a surprise when looking at a side-by-side of real-life Arthur and cartoon Arthur. Number 4. We already have a pretty good idea of how the dog stars of Lady and the Tramp would look if they weren't animated. That said, the live-action adaptation actually cast real dogs, and they're even cuter than we imagined. Who doesn't love to see 2 dogs in love? Number 5. Disney is known for creating plenty of beloved animal sidekicks. One that we all know and love is Sven, Kristoff's reindeer pal in the film Frozen. His fluffy hooves, big antlers, and fur are all pretty accurate. He behaves much more like a dog than a reindeer, but that's part of what makes Sven Sven.
Reindeers are better than people.
That's subjective, but we agree that they're pretty great. Do they really smell bad though? We're just gonna have to take Kristoff's word for that one. Number 6. From the deep snow to the deep sea, there's another big guy who has some serious similarities with his real-life counterpart. We're talking about Tamatoa from Moana. Tamatoa is based on the coconut crab. These crabs live in the Pacific and Indian Oceans, and they're absolutely massive. The average coconut crab weighs about 10 pounds. They got their name because they use their huge claws to crack coconuts open. The idea of this guy singing the shiny song is unarguably nightmare fuel. But luckily for us, we've got plenty of time to mentally prepare to see that before the live-action Moana remake comes out. Number 7. Now that we're all sufficiently scared of coconut crabs, onto something else that a lot of people are scared of: rats. Well, perhaps you'll change your perception of the world's most hated rodent upon the realization that Remy is an accurate portrayal of a rat. Rats are actually very smart and social, so it's easy to see why Remy was sad to be isolated. They also happen to have amazing memories, which are perfect for remembering their favorite recipes. Or maybe in real life, those amazing memories are more frequently used for remembering where to find their favorite foods than remembering how to make them. Number 8. Speaking of great friends, it's Timon and Pumbaa, everyone's favorite animal duo. There was a real-life pair of pals in Worcester, England, who were, in fact, a warthog and a meerkat. These 2 buddies met as babies thanks to a company that helped to preserve and protect exotic animals. They were fast friends, so of course they earned the names Timon and Pumbaa. Their personalities even matched that of their cartoon counterparts, proving that the makers of The Lion King really knew their stuff when creating these characters. Number 9. One of the most famous parts of the DreamWorks Madagascar franchise has to be those lemurs. Led by King Julian, this colony of ring-tailed lemurs is a group of total scene stealers. This is true in real life too, since these guys are super cute. There is one major difference though. If Madagascar was real, King Julian would have to be a woman. Ring-tailed lemur colonies are led by females. Those yellow eyes and stripy tails are spot on though. Number 10. Like the lemurs of Madagascar, Rapunzel's pal Pascal is another animal friend who stole the show. For starters, veiled chameleons really can change colors just like Pascal can. They also share his unique tail swirl and unusual head shape, but other aspects of veiled chameleon's appearance were changed. They chose to make some changes to Pascal's face to allow it to convey more of his emotions to his best friend Rapunzel. So, which real-life version of an animal character is your favorite? Which character would you like to see in a live-action remake? Let's talk about it in the comments, and for more videos like this one, like and subscribe to The Things Animated.